As I listened to the podcast, there were a few things that really stood out to me. And one thing was the need for bilingual counselors. I think that we would be remiss in thinking that we're going to be in this profession and never have any multicultural clients or clients that speak a different language. So I think there is a real need for us to at least try to understand the language of the people in the community in which we live and work so that we can better help them. The other thing that stood out to me was that Clarice was talking about how when she learned the basics of the language, it made the clients feel more at ease with her. And I think that's part of our job as counselors, to make our clients feel comfortable enough to know that we at least care about the language that they speak and the culture that they're from. Another thing that stood out to me is making sure that we are speaking directly to our clients and not to the translator if we're using a translator in our practice. When you speak directly to the client, it allows the client to feel comfortable with what you're saying, and it can show that you really are concerned about their therapy process. Having things lost in translation when using a translator was another big thing that stood out to me. I think that we need to be very keenly aware of whether or not the translator is translating what you are actually saying or the feelings that the client is actually portraying. And the only way we can do that is if we have a basic knowledge of what's being said and how it's being said. I think that's real important to the therapy process. And the last thing that stood out to me that Clarice was talking about is the challenges for new counselors adding on cultural language piece that her supervisor couldn't even help her with because she wasn't bilingual. And to become a new counselor is hard enough, but to add an extra layer to that, I think is challenging in itself. Thank you.